Hello, folks. Welcome to this February's Teardown edition with Pilgrim, which is powered by WebEngage. Before we go ahead with the event, participants, can you confirm in the chat that we are audible? Hello, folks.
People have just started to join the session. So I guess
Okay, we'll
it might take a minute or two.
yeah, we'll wait for about 2 minutes.
Right.
Hello, folks. If you are audible, can you ping in the message that we are like you can hear us and see us? Maybe you can react with emoji also. Yeah, I can see a few thumbs ups. Can you please ping in the chat? Cool, cool. We'll go ahead with the event. Folks, thank you for joining in for the February's edition of the Teardown with Pilgrim, which is powered by WebEngage. This We'll have five top finalists who would be presenting the deck today, who were selected from other participants. It was a great month throughout, like engaging with you folks with the problem statement. Before we go ahead, I would like to introduce about Product Folks for who are new here and who would be joining us and who would like to know more. Product Folks is Asia's biggest product community, where we host product enthusiasts and founders and product managers. We also host events and cohorts relating to product, no code for product managers, design for product managers, and also product management cohort known as Inchajo. You can check more on our website for other initiatives. Product Teardown is one such initiative from which is a flagship initiative from the Product Teardown, where we host product managers who would be interested to level up in the career, or product enthusiasts who want to switch to product, or other people in folks in general who want to like solve problems in general. For this edition, we have Pilgrim as our partner for February's edition, which is powered by WebEngage. I would like to introduce more on WebEngage. WebEngage is a full stack marketing, custom engagement, and retention platform. We have Nitya here from WebEngage. Maybe he will be add more with respect to what WebEngage does and how more about the tool. Nitya also heads the growth initiatives at CEO's office at the WebEngage. He also leads the startup program at WebEngage. Nitya, can you add more on what WebEngage does and how it's going in WebEngage?
Sure. Thank you so much, Nitesh. I'll take a minute or two just to set the context what WebEngage does for the larger audience here. So WebEngage is a full stack user engagement and retention platform for specifically consumer businesses and direct to consumer D2C businesses. It starts with building the first party data of the customer, the data platform, followed by looking deeper into the data and insights part of it, the analytics part of it, what the users and customers of yours are doing, and make it actionable with the help of running automated and personalized campaigns, trigger them on basis of various events and things in the life cycle of a user. So that's what WebEngage does. We work with a whole lot of consumer businesses and brands in India and internationally.
Yeah, great, Nitya. We have Gagandeep, who's the co-founder at Pilgrim, and also Mukund, who's works at chief of staff at Pilgrim. They have joined us from the Pilgrim team. Gagandeep, like, can you add more what Pilgrim does to set the context right before Gagandeep adds more? Uh, like Pilgrim is a premium wellness brand with products ranging from hair care, body care, and also serving other segments. It's one of the fastest growing D2C company with business in beauty space. It brings together unique beauty and cultural traditions from across the world. Maybe Gagandeep would be in better position to add more than me to what Pilgrim does, right? Gagandeep,
Sure.
can you take ahead? Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So thanks, Nitesh. Thanks, Vaibhav, the entire product folks team, and also WebEngage to like organize this session. We are already very excited after going through the all the profiles we have received and all the hard work which people have done. So about Pilgrim, if I have to talk, me and Anurag, my co-founder, we started Pilgrim. We are both from IIT Bombay. He was my senior, 12 years senior to me, and we met through a common connection, and then we thought uh, let's start something together in this personal care space because there was a lot of gap we saw, and we started it in 2019. So what Pilgrim does is we ask consumers like what are your skincare concerns or what are your goals as far as skincare, hair care, and personal care is concerned, and then we explore the entire world and we bring the world's best beauty secrets to cater to their needs. Obviously, like we combine the technology, the science which we have, which the labs around the world are working really hard to get all those things sorted out so that the products are more efficient and more like they are less harmful for anybody to use. So that's what Pilgrim does. We are a team of around 70 people in house and various partners, various vendors, which are working for us day in and day out to make sure that the customer experience is world class. And people are getting international standard beauty products at an affordable cost as well. So that is what Pilgrim does. Mukund had joined us as chief of staff. It's almost now it's going to be an year now, and it has been an awesome journey with all the I guess our main strength is our team, and we look forward to having a few people
More.
from
Yeah.
from this initiative also. Like we are very excited, and if the synergies match, we would want some people to join our team as well. So looking forward to the presentations. I won't take more time.
Yeah,
We
Gagan,
can maybe start.
maybe can you narrow in on how did you think of narrowing it to the this space apart from like where you were working on before?
So, Nitesh, I am a civil engineer from IIT Bombay, and
Yeah.
Anurag is a chemical engineer. So, I was working with Barclays earlier, and then I started up an edtech. So, I worked on an edtech startup earlier to this. So, it was around OMR evaluation, like using an app. But the technology became obsolete because the entire industry shifted to online exams. So our solution was for offline exams. So then I was again looking to start something new. And then through a common connection, I met Anurag. Anurag had experience in four fountains. Like he built four fountains spa chain, and he has been in this industry for quite some time. So earlier I was like, "Yaar, nahi, I want to do something in tech only, or maybe something in product only." But then he convinced me somehow, and he said, "कि नहीं यार इसमें भी वो सारी चीजें required and what we can see now as well." So yeah, and again, brand building was something which I was very curious since my childhood. कि यार like similar product is sold for 500 rupees also, and a similar product can be sold for 5,000 also. Like you have to make so for example, Apple has created this brand now. Like if
The
people
perceived
ask
value
me,
of
yeah,
product than what the
perceived value,
product
yeah.
is
If
worth.
somebody asks कि यार why do you use iPhone, ये features तो तुमको इससे अच्छे अच्छे वहां मिल जाएंगे. Like I don't have any answer other than कि यार नहीं यार ये iPhone है and I'm just
Uh,
comfortable with it. It
this is the cost of
just
this
it,
इसमें ऊपर प्रॉफिट है
हाँ.
या like what is the
वो हर
perceived
किसी
value
के
of
लिए
the
अलग अलग
product?
वैल्यू है. किसी के लिए सिर्फ वो एक एप्पल का आइकन, एप्पल का लोगो है. किसी के लिए जैसे मेरे लिए वो है कि यार सारा काम इस पे बस हो जाता है. मतलब
Yeah.
there are so many positive surprises which I get. So like for our products also, we've always targeted the same experience for consumers. If they are paying 500 rupees when they use the product, when the entire journey is complete, like they should be surprised positively at multiple levels. एंड दे शुड से कि हाँ यार 500 का लिया है बट मेरे को 800 की वैल्यू मिली है, 900 की वैल्यू मिली है. सो
And they
दैट
like
इज
to
व्हाट
come
वी आर
back and
टारगेटिंग.
try to refer
And
that.
that definitely depends upon the entire journey, like all the touch
Yeah.
points. So now we are going offline also, so that will be like a big step for us because like people will like it will be more easier for people to like see our brand in the markets also, so they'll be able to connect more. And also we are exploring a few more categories as well. So I guess the journey has been beautiful till now, and we hope for the best for future also.
Cool, Gagan. Yeah, from a different like background, you took a leap of faith and started this, and maybe it was similar with Nitya and Mukund as well, I guess. Thank you for joining us for
Yeah, thank you so
yeah,
much.
yeah. To participants and
Mukund, you
reach.
want to add something?
Yeah, Mukund, if you want to
No,
add
Gagan, I
something.
think it was very beautifully presented. I think nothing extra to add. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mukund wants me to start the event, I guess. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's really excited for the presentation. Let's probably start.
Yeah, to set the context to the audience who are new here, I would like to like just brief on the problem statement that we had. The product teardown, the participants work on the problem statement that would be shared by the partner, which in this case is Pilgrim. The participants will come up with the solutions to the shared problem statement. The problem statement that we had was like how do the participants personalize the web and app experience for the users, and additionally, Pilgrim also wanted to have a personalization quiz on the website. So how would they integrate this element with their personalization strategy? This was the problem statement that was shared for our participants. Like you will see the top 5 decks, like what they have come up with as a solution. So, that will be presented today. If everyone is clear, we will go ahead with the decks from the participants now. Like before, I have already introduced like the speakers. Maybe we'll pick the participants team by team randomly through a pick a wheel. Uh, we have Vaibhav here instead of Shamita today from our product teardown team, who will be aiding me in hosting the session today. Vaibhav, if you can share the screen and like check for who would be the first team, we can pick them.
Is my screen available? Visible?
Yeah, Vaibhav, the screen is visible.
Cool.
Dipanjan, if you are audible, you can raise your hand. Vaibhav will add you on stage. Hello, Dipanjan, are you here? If you can raise your hand, Vaibhav will add you on stage so that you can present.
Dipanjan is here.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah,
Uh,
great, Dipanjan.
uh,
Uh,
I
yeah,
have my teammate Sneha, who is in the chat. Please, Sneha,
yeah.
come along.
If she can raise her hand, she will also be added on stage. Dipanjan and Sneha, to set the expectations right, you will have 6 minutes. We will remind you at the count of 5 minutes that it's 5 and you can present it for 6 minutes. Then we'll have 2 minutes maybe of uh, question Q&A from the team from WebEngage and Pilgrim. If you are ready, we can move ahead with the presentation.
Okay,
Sure.
sure.
Thank you for the introduction. So, good evening, everyone. We thank you all for giving us the opportunity to present our version of Product Teardown for Pilgrim. So, here it goes. Hope you all like it. So on the given problem statement that we want to personalize the website and the app, we have taken few assumptions that there are no budget constraints and users are ready to experience and try new brands and products. We have done our user research and journey mapping on the current Android app and the mobile website available. This is the roadmap of the tech, and we would be illustrating on the same in the upcoming slides. Moving on, we have the ideal consumer profile for the age group 25 to 35 years old female who has the income of above 4 lakh per annum, whose major concern is to treat her damaged skin due to the pollution and UV rays. So, on the basis of our primary research, we have found mostly users are often confused and overwhelmed with all the online products available, and end up feeling agitated because they couldn't find the right one for themselves. On the basis of all the problems listed in the previous slide, we have narrowed it down to three major concerns, which are lack of guidance in the app, inefficiency in the user experience, and lack of compilation and personalization. Now, tearing down the current app interface. So, on basis of the research, we have found the major downsides would be the ambiguous presence of the video content, the poorly structured display of the products, and the use of similar icon, that is the person icon, in two different positions. Furthermore, in the quiz section, users feel that scrolling down is forceful, and it lacks the engagement, and the personalization section is also lacking the lucidness that it should have. Moving on. So, to now understand all the features and its importance and prioritizations, we have mapped it to the Moscow framework and narrow it down in the new improvement areas in our new app and mobile websites, which are organizing the product tree, personalizing the user experience, and decluttering the user interface.
So, as Neha already mentioned, the three problems we are going to solve, the viable solutions that we came up with to restructure the homepage for the easy product discovery, to introduce a new way to personalize the platform for the user, and declutter the UI and enhance the user experience. So, on our new version of Pilgrim, user need to sign up with their existing email, and then the app will suggest them to set up the personalized section, or they can easily skip that part for the later. On the personalization section, user need to fill the correct options for them. We have selected the option based on our ICP. After finishing up the personalization section, we will land on the new restructured homepage, where we have divided the homepage into the three different sections. On the top of it, we will introduce the user for like the deals that the pilgrim is giving. On the middle section, we have restructured the product map for the users to find products at ease, and on the bottom of it, we have introduced a toggle to switch between the personalized section and the normal section of the app. On the personalized section, we have decluttered the UI even more, and give users to the product they need. And on the top of it, we are introducing a very app exclusive feature called Pill Lens. So what is Pill Lens? Pill Lens is a AI based skin scanning app which will scan the user's face, and it will uh, give them a dermatology suggestion and the more filtered product suggestion for them. So this is how the interface of the AI based filtration works.
So now, once the user has selected any of the product, it would land them on this page, wherein we are again showing them the offers and steal now button, which would give them the pleasure to grab the greatest deal of the time. Now, sections like what's in it and everything you need to know would eventually empower our users to know what ingredient have been used to treat their skin even better. It would increase the user base belief in the Pilgrim app. And lastly, how to reduce the user application error, we have introduced video content on how to apply. Moving on. Here we have just tried to track the user emotions on their
Hello,
journey to
Sneha. To
find out.
interrupt you, you have 1 more minute.
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. To users, here we have just tried to track the user emotion to on their journey to find their right product on the older and the newer version of the app.
So after everything, we have to ensure success of our product, right? So we have done everything, decluttering the UI, enhancing the user experience, but there is a no limit to the refinement, right? So here's the opportunity lies. We will even more declutter the UI, even and enhance the user experience even more, and introduce even more reliable product to the Pilgrim platform, and uh, give users the discounts to lure more customers, and word of mouth marketing. And all these things will come with a lot of challenges and execution, because we are introducing a AI based skin scanning feature, which will require a lot of database and data mapping, as well as the acceptance of the new UI, as well as the acceptance of the new UI, and the no lag, obviously, and the size of the app and the website, because obviously who wants to use a bulky app and a bulky website to load. So thank you everyone, that is all from us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sneha.
Gagan,
Thank you, Dipanjan.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gagandeep, Mukund, Nitya, if you have any questions to them, you can ask them.
sure. Gagan, you wish to start? Gagan, Nitya, or
I guess you can go ahead, Mukund.
sure.
We'll add on.
Sure. Good presentation, guys. Let me just quickly begin with the first question. I think, if I'm not wrong, you have presented close to 4 to 5 features that you would want to introduce on the app. Wanted to understand a little bit more regarding, the kind of priorities that you are going to give for these features. Which features do you feel would be of utmost priority to be there on the app basis? The kind of
uh,
proposition that is given. So yeah.
Yeah, actually, Mukund, thank you for your response. Actually, we think the first thing we need to proceed with the decluttering the UI and restructure the homepage, because as myself, I don't use those beauty products or the beauty app that much. But when I downloaded Pilgrim, I kind of felt lost. Okay, and like, oh, what is this? Where are the products lies and everything. Basically it's lacks the whole marketplace charm into it. And on the first one is that, and the second one is on the app itself. On the current app it has a personalized section, but it feels very outdated. Like we have to scroll down to select the options, and which will for me and for our friends that we have talked to about it, it feels very forceful to uh, go through all the hazards and everything, and set up a profile. And I don't think there is much of practicality on that.
Okay.
So I think that those two things should be we should go at first.
Okay. Just following up on the second feature that you said.
Hmm.
Uh, Completely hearing you on the fact that the discoverability of personalized products should be easy, but just wanted to understand a little bit more on how you're going to measure that the same has created impact. Can you just put up few success metrics that you're going to track for the same, the sort
Yeah,
of
yeah.
thing?
Actually, the thing is like, on our presentation, we have divided the homepage into the three different sections. Okay, so based on our understanding on this in this app, like the Pilgrim or the any brand specific beauty care platform, users generally come for the discounts, for the heavy discounts and the everything, because your products are available at Amazon and every other marketplace. Okay, so what brings users to try Pilgrim as an app or as a website? So for the
Uh,
implementing those changes, I think the first 7 days the user engagement, the user user
Dipanjan, I'm
yeah.
really sorry to cut you in between. I think
Hmm.
we got digressed a little bit.
Hmm.
What I wanted to understand was what would be the key metrics that you're going to measure for the second feature that you were mentioning, the personalization thing that you actually wanted to bring on the front. So maybe if we can stick to that a bit and have a discussion, that would be
Okay,
little.
okay, okay. So on the success matrix, I want to gamify the user experience a bit more, because on the current app interface, it feels very old and doesn't engage the user. So on that thing, I wanted to restructure the whole journey.
Okay. Nitya, Gagan, if you have any questions, can please go ahead.
No, I guess Mukund, I'm good.
One quick question from my side, Dipanjan and Sneha, is the AR feature which was there, right? The lens, something that you called it. Now, what I'm thinking is a lot of users in India still have devices which would have maybe limited hardware. So this could actually add a lot of storage space, etc. Or the hardware could be such that it might not support this, and lead to bad user experience. So have you guys thought about it, kept in mind that how do you solve for various hardware tech issues, especially in India, which is outside of the larger cities or tier one audience?
Yeah, absolutely. But well,
Dipanjan, can I take that one,
yeah,
please?
yeah, obviously. Go ahead.
Yeah, Nitya, we have thought of that. So already we have many features available to declutter the tech issues and address the lagging issue when we add in these kind of heavy tech. AI based features in the app. So one of them would be adding the one of them would be adding optimizing would be adding 1 second. There are many optimizing techniques and I'm currently not remembering the exact term for the feature, but there are many technical advances that we can implement. And being on the if we hire a tech professional, then they might be able to, because our direct competitors like Myntra and Nykaa have already implemented, and their apps are running very fine. And Myntra has recently launched a beauty section of it, and they have that AI personalized feature, and it is in a boom. So yeah, if we don't implement it in our app, then I would suggest that our app would be somewhere in the stuck in the middle situation in the game of beauty field.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, Gagandeep, Mukund, Nitya, like if you have like
Yeah,
asked,
I guess Mukund and Nitya have asked most of the questions which I had also. So
yeah,
maybe
if
we
the
can
answers
move ahead
are
to the.
satisfied,
Yeah, yeah,
if
we can.
there, yeah, we can move ahead with other team, right?
Sure, sure. Thanks,
Yeah,
Dipanjan. Thanks, Neha.
yeah.
So
Thank you.
thank
Thank
you,
you, Deepanjan, Sneha. Great
thank you,
stuff
thank you, thank
working
Thank you
with
all.
tech. We
thank you
hope you
all.
see you win and also participate in the uh, next year dance,
Yeah,
right?
thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Sure, thank you.
Vaibhav, can you
Yeah, I'm
get
just
in the
sharing my
next
screen.
team? Yeah.
Yeah. Is it visible?
Yeah, the screen is visible.
Yep.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, and team, like if you can raise your hand, so I will add you on stage so that I can present.
Yeah, Yash is here.
Hi, am I audible?
Yeah, yes, you're audible.
Uh, okay. So just give me a minute.
Yeah.
Is the screen visible to you guys?
Yeah, the screen is visible.
Yeah. A very good evening to everyone. Thank you for taking out time on a Sunday to review our solutions to help Pilgrim increase their revenues using personalization.
Yes, can you
So,
switch on your cam?
sorry,
Can you switch on your cam?
I actually have switched on it. I think I just give me a minute. I'll just try again.
Yeah, I guess yes, you had to give the permission in the browser, so maybe you can try again.
Sure, sure. Uh, I tried giving the permission, but I can't see any changes. So just give me a minute.
Yes, you are not like if you are not able to figure out, you can continue.
Uh, yeah, I will present, and if something works
Yeah,
in the middle, I'll do that.
yeah.
Sure.
I guess the air meets product needs a revamp.
Yeah. It's a
Uh,
browser issue, I guess. Yeah, not airmates.
so
Yeah, just kidding.
Yeah,
so
you continue.
Yeah. So the approach that we took to solve. So this is the actual problem statement. The actual problem statement that we received were that we wanted to personalize the website and the app for our users, and then the reason, and then they also had, and the one of the other things that they wanted to understand was that whether the use of personalization can be used in the strategy to solve, and there were some expected outcomes. So just to add that the my entire approach to the solutions that I've built has been uh, around building behaviors or shaping behaviors, because at the end of the day, if the customers don't behave alignment to what we want them to, all our strategies will not result in the outcomes that we have desired. So, a very quick overview about Pilgrim is that uh, it's a, it's a, I would say, body care initiative whose key value propositions are that they have beauty rituals from across the world, toxin-free products, vegan, clinically approved, and then other USPs. They have a D2C marketplace mobile, and these are some customer metrics that we got, that 1 or 2 million users interact with our touch points through mobile app or maybe from our website, and the average conversion rate that we receive as an ecom player is 2.5 to 3%. And there are multiple checkout areas, and our personalization can be powered by WebEngage in certain ways. So before I dived into personalization, I thought that what are the users' mental model, why they even want to come and buy from Pilgrim. So there could be certain use cases that I want to don't use toxin. I don't want to use products that have toxins. I am curious. I'm an explorer. I want to try the different body care products that other rituals have to offer. I am sure that what are certain types of products that work with me, can Pilgrim provide them along, and can these products have can these ingredients of the products are actually used in other cultures as well. uh, I There are certain situations in natural customers where I talked to some of my friends and colleagues, and they realized that they were not really aware what products were suitable for them. So they were very clueless. They just knew what their skin types were and what their challenges they faced and what they wanted to move. Some of the customers I spoke to also had this strong preference of what they went to, what is the desired end outcome they want to use from the product. So there are a bunch of user mental models around buying body care products, and this is a typical persona that we came up with. So she is a consultant traveling across cities, has to manage a lot of work, and also ensures that her body care is also on the top of the game. And then she needs help in all different ways. So the the primary reason why we are putting our resources and initiatives.
Sorry to interrupt you. Yes, you have your last 1 minute.
So these are the business outcomes. If we do successfully do this, we'll get more sales, we'll increase our conversion rates, we'll increase our average order value. Coming to our solution, the solution of our website would be that we'll have personalized sections on our website, which would allow the users to get into the website, which will interact with the personalized product listing page and then personalized product details page. The way this would work was that, so if the first section could be that there is an entry point for our users to select which type of products they are most suitable with, which we can tie them that these are the products that are suitable for their body type. Then other could be that she can tell us more information about her hair care, glowing face, in terms of skin type issues or she's allergic to, and we can entirely recommend them based on our recommendation engine. The third would be to allow them to select a desired end body care outcome, and then show relevant products from our feed across the rituals, because most people would not be aware about the rituals across the world. So it's better that we recommend that in Japanese culture, glowing skin can be achieved using these XYZ products. The fourth would be that we can use the quiz kind of an approach, that if nothing is able to work, give us more details that we have on the app, so that we can customize recommendation. The second is that you can even send us photos, or you can update it onto a system which can recommend what products are there. And if you have ambiguity whether my current products are better than Pilgrim, you can also have a comparison feature allow doing that. Then you apart from the best buying or top hot sections available in the website, you can also have sections which are dedicated to desired outcomes for the customers, which helps them filter, because that is the basic mental model from where they're coming from, and looking solutions in that context. There are some other personalized features that could be added across the listing and the details page, in terms of nudging and helping the users decide, because I currently see the decision
Yes,
making
I
and
request you to wrap up.
uh, then there's a one final personalized dashboard that can also be applied on the app, where inputs from dermatology and imagery can be used, so that personalization can be built. uh, these are the three audience segmentations that can be taken care of just to map out our personalization. First is the explorer, the second the help seeker, the third is the go getter, I know my stuff. And the potential overall impact would be 35% increase based on certain assumptions. And other suggestions would be adding some factors of influence to increase our revenue. So yeah, that is my presentation. Thank you.
Great stuff, Yash. Gagan, Mukund, if you have any questions, you can ask for that.
Yes, I guess. Thanks for the presentation. Very nicely done. Just to begin with, just one question about the numbers you have mentioned, like the 35% and like the impact which you have. Just want to know your assumptions. I mean, correct or not? Obviously, these are assumed numbers, but what are the assumptions you have taken and what are the hypotheses you have made? If you can please elaborate on that, it would be helpful.
So my assumption is coming from the fact that when I did a audit of it, that if we do the personalization and add the factors of decision making, we would be able to allow our customers easily decide the relevant products, and that can significantly improve the conversion rates from moving from homepage to the next pages. So that is where I am assuming a decent conversion would come up. And as we have also learned in e-coms, the most level of drop-offs would come into cart. So the added level of personalization by telling them what products are suitable for what use cases, I think there would be a significant jump that I can see. And these are again based on certain trends or numbers that I have analyzed and made certain assumptions around. I don't have a very quantified model around how I reached to that XYZ numbers. But I definitely see if we do the quick wins, we can potentially reach those numbers fairly quickly.
Okay, sure, Yash. I mean, I guess what we were looking for was maybe some approximation at different levels. So there is one way of saying that final result will be 35% more effective than what we are currently doing. And the other way is कि यार इसमें चार steps हैं. पहले स्टेप पे वो 50% मेरे को लग रहा है इम्पैक्ट होगा एंड देन सेकंड स्टेप पे वो 50% जनता में से लेट्स से 50% more will be converted, so then it effectively comes to 50% into 50%, so more granular level, but I guess it's fine. I mean, if you based on assumption, that's fine.
No.
Mukund,
I
you
think,
want? Yeah,
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 just
yes,
to add that in the presentation itself, the overall percentage at the end comes from individual increments on each page. It's from home page, listing page, and the details page. And the
sure,
combined I
sure, no worries.
mentioned,
Yeah, yeah.
maybe I just was not able to articulate it well here.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, I guess I was like, we were looking for more granularity there, but I guess it's fine. I mean,
I think
yeah, we
it's in the
understand.
deck. If you guys
Sure,
have
sure.
access to it, you can
Yeah,
look
yeah,
have a
we
look.
have gone through. Yeah, yeah.
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 Okay.
Okay. Nitya, do you wish to go ahead or?
No, I think I'm good, Mukund. You can go ahead. Yeah.
All right, sure. So yes, I think there were a lot of personalization widgets that you have introduced in the
Yep.
presentation. Just wanted to understand what would be a top pick to begin with. That's thing number one. The second thing is I would also want to understand a little bit on its placement. Where would you want to actually place that widget? Whatever personalization widget would you be going ahead? So yeah.
Uh, the easiest one which I would use as a personalization would be two. Primarily, one is already there in your website, but I think it is not that discoverable. Is the know your ingredients. I think there is a entire web page
Okay.
where the ingredients are there. If we can repurpose that onto a home page, because I think the TG we are referring to, there might be certain set of customers who understand what kind of products are suitable for their skin or body care. So maybe add that first section of finding a product or relevant recommendations using type of ingredient would be my first pick, and it is repurposable because we've already done it in the banquet. It's just a new UI creation. The second would be adding the products which are suitable for individual objectives. At the end of the body, at the end of the day, most of the customers want to achieve a end desired outcome for their body, hair, or face. So rather than filtering or categorizing our products based on bestsellers, new arrivals, or hot, or what Kalki is using or other members are using, I think categorizing it based on which kind of end objective it helps you achieve would be my second recommendation. So it's just the just I think a little component or both on the home pages. And I went through the home page. It is mostly around uh, and I would keep both of these sections on the homepage itself, because lot of our traffic, whether from paid or unpaid sources, would come on the homepage, and it is where we should start our personalization journey by finding the core intent and then personalizing in context of that intent. That if she knows her ingredients, all the products relevant to that ingredients are there, because then it feels like, okay, these people understand what I want, or they are aware about what my needs are. So this is how I'm thinking.
Okay. Two quick points here. I think while the approach that you were trying to take was to see what can be easily implemented, I think probably your thought process along the lines of any of the frameworks, say Rice framework for that matter, could have been little better. I think that would have probably helped you prioritize things a little more effectively. That's number one. The second thing is, this is again something which I was expecting. Not sure if this was clearly conveyed, but I was actually hoping for a sort of location, say in first scroll, second scroll, or topmost placement, that sort of thing. When I was actually talking about the personalization feature placement, but yeah, I think that should be pretty much okay. I think can maybe discuss it later on if needed be.
Sure. I think all valuable inputs. I think I could use some frameworks to see what could be the best
Yeah.
effective ways. Yeah, makes sense. Thank you. Makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah, I think I'm completely good now.
Yeah.
Nitya, if do you have anything more to ask or anything?
No, I think we're good, Nitesh, in the interest of time. Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Thank you, Yash, for presenting and participating in the teardown. We'll see like who would be the winners. I hope to see you in future teardowns as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for taking out time.
Vaibhav, can you bring in the other participants? The next team, basically. Hey Ashika, if you can raise your hand, we can add you on stage. Yashika, be thoughtful of your time and can you switch on your cams before you present?
Hello everyone. Am I audible? I just wanted to know that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
yeah,
loud.
I think possible.
yeah, okay. So okay. So I'll just get started with it because we all know that we have to do personalization for Pilgrim. And but in my sense, I think the personalization mean to a user that uh he or she feels that product or brand knows their needs.
Yashika, like before you continue, like once you start, we'll be starting the timer so that you can present. I guess you can present and you can start, I guess.
Uh, am I?
You're not presenting the deck yet.
Okay. So how would I present it like? Okay. Is it available? Like, can you see the
Yeah, we
presentation?
can see your screen now.
Yeah, okay. One second. Huh?
You can probably reload it.
Vaibhav, is she on stage? Vaibhav, or
Sneh, if you can raise your hand again so I can get you on stage.
Yashika. Yashika, if you can raise your hand, Vaibhav can add you on stage. Yashika, are you ready?
One second. Can you see my presentation now?
Yeah, we can see your presentation.
Okay, thank you.
You're audible too.
Okay.
It's loading.
No worries, Yashika. Maybe you
You
can
can
figure it
present
out,
from
and
the, yeah.
maybe yeah, you can download the presentation. And Nitesh, if we want to maybe move ahead with the next candidate, it's fine. Yashika can present after that. I guess she can take some time and figure out. No worries.
Yeah, like if you can present with
Yeah,
the,
yeah, please. Yeah.
Cool.
Yashika will get you back. Don't be nervous. Vaibhav, can you get the next team, please?
It's fine. It's
So
fine. Relax. Yeah.
so our next candidate is Charan, the last candidate. So if Charan, you can raise your hand.
Hi, hi, Charan. Hello, Charan.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're audible. We can hear you.
Yeah, just a minute. I'm sharing the screen. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, your screen is visible.
Cool. Hi everyone. So I'm Charan. Like these are the problem statement that were given. One is to how would you personalize the website and app, and the second one is to how would we set up the personalization quiz. That, as per my understanding, and like this is just Pilgrim. Everyone has explained. I don't need to get into this. So assumptions are nothing. I'm just hoping that none of the solutions have been implemented before. And like I just try to cover the points, like what are the elements I'll on the website I'll be covering, like on the personalization part, and what is the audience segmentation for everything, and content strategy and impact other metrics. So going to the user journey, like this is your typical user journey of home page, collection page, this one, like the website part. But in order to personalize, we may need to go beyond websites. So as a result, I try to understand one step behind. I try to go one step behind and understand what's the why. So product discovery, delivery experience, and loyalty advocacy is what I have gone through for understanding. And like the everybody has an expectation and everybody has a reality when they use the platform. So the goal of my solutions is to decrease the gap between them, and that's how I plan to came up with the solution, like questions like how, what is the paradox, how can we simplify the paradox of choice. The second is how can we make it trustable and then a usable kind of stuff, and then simple, like for the benefit of time. So going to solutions part, first is personalized delivery and gifting experience. And just to give a context, my solutions are structured in such a way that I try to figure out what are the touch points that the solution will cater to, and what are the questions it will solve for, and the audience segmentation and success metrics. For this one, for example, the broad user personas I've considered is like one who wants to buy for herself or himself, and one who wants to buy for others. That's one. So, for example, for if the user is like the idea behind this solution is that unexpected things are the one that impresses the most. So, as a result, for example, if the user is buying for someone else, we can give an option to add a video message or something, or video audio kind of messages, where once the user will check this checkouts, and then he or she can record the video, which will be converting into a QR code, and then the QR code will be sent to the along with the package, and then user can see it in the Pilgrim's branded package box. That was the idea. And for this is for the gifters. This can be implemented in the gifting sets and all. And for the users who are solving for normal products, who are buying normal products, we can send normal founders video, something just to give bit of surprise kind of stuff. That's it. And the second is trust and extended support. The reason for this is I've seen the bounce rate is a little bit high, and the other thing is beauty is that segment where one solution doesn't fit all. So everyone has the apprehensions before buying something. So for this, I tried the segmentation I've done is like new users and for the trust part, because those are the only ones who we need to establish trust first. So when the user lands on the website, we can pop up a little widget from the top, like right bottom or left bottom, saying, oh, this is the founder's message. Because the first question I've faced when I search for Pilgrim is Pilgrim a Korean brand or something? So we can solve those kind of questions, and we can tell a little bit about the support we'll provide, right? I mean, which is the second solution here. And like when the user comes to PDPS, there are two kinds of users. One is the observers who quickly finds out what are the things that are there, and who are overthinkers who basically spend a lot of time thinking about whether this is right or not. So, for example, this is the kind of design I came up with. Let's say if the user finds out that we have support, they can click on it, and they can a widget would pop up from the right bottom or left bottom, asking the user. They can schedule a call, or they can if the consultant is not available, or they can video call and talk their problems. And if the user has been spending a lot of time, let's say 5 minutes off on the PDPS, we can trigger this widget so that it is visible, and then user can connect, and then they can chat, or according to their mode of communication they prefer. And the customer support, the agent behind the call can send them the product links and cross-selling the products also. And the third solution is Tribe Rewards, basically like just loyalty program. The idea is I see that you already have a loyalty program, but just try to tried my luck on how can we implement it better. So the segmentation is for non-tribe members. The goal is to make how can we make them tribe members, so that they can make more purchases or something. And the idea and the goal for tribe members is to make them use their tribe benefits more. That's the idea. And for example, if the user is a tribe member, we can see what are the points that are available, and what are the products that are in their miles range. And other thing is, we can have something like small steps big wins, where we'll encourage them to gain points so that they can purchase and utilize them. That's one. And if the user is a new user, we can put a widget on the homepage saying that, hey, these are some exclusive Tribe rewards, and you get it by free sign up, something like that. And cart pace is basically like upsell cross-sell is what we definitely every e-commerce brand will do. So here the idea is to show the products that are in their miles range as a first preference, so that there's a high chance of conversion, rather than showing the products that are not in the miles range or something. That's one. And the fourth one is live commerce. This idea is a little bit fragile, but this might be powerful because of the Indian ecosystem. Amazon Live and Myntra Studio are catering to the users. And for this, like live commerce can be made better, and I have three points on how can we make it better. One is that the solution is not live commerce, but it's live commerce but with recommendation engine on top of it. And the second thing is we need to rope in some decent influencers for it at the initial stages, to make this habit of coming to the website and sitting and watching for hours or whatever time. And the second thing is we can test it with the products which are best sellers or high AOV and all. So that's one. And for example, this is some kind of design, and let's say this is the recommendation engine I'm talking about. Generally, live commerce will consist of what products are there in the video, where we are adding recommendation engine. And if the user is existing user, we'll show them based on the history, for example, based on their product affinity or items in cart and wish list. And if we don't have any user data, then we can show them based on the browsing history, or just remove the section entirely. That's one. And product recommendations is obviously a no-brainer when it comes to personalization, but just try to put some brain to understand how can we make this impact. So the idea is to use relevant recommendations at relevant places to target the relevant audience. And this is the user journey that we discussed initially, and this kind of widgets would come in. And these are the audience segmentation. For example, in homepage we can have exclusive tribe rewards, as I've shown before, for non-tribe members specifically. And if the tribe member, then we can encourage them to use their benefits and that kind of stuff. And if bestsellers for newbies and VIP users, this has been done based on the RFM analysis kind of segmentation. And one other thing is quiz. Quiz
Charan,
is
it's
something.
your last 1 minute.
Got it. Sorry, sir. Okay. So quiz is basically is being implemented everywhere, but I try to approach it in such a way that we are solving three important questions, which is how can we implement it better, how can we increase that option, and how can we increase the quiz completion rate, because it's a long process. People tend to drop off there. So The primary goal of keys, I have checked other platforms, it's more like recommending products, but here it is not recommend, it's not, the goal is not to recommend products. Because I was just watching Anurag's interviews, and then he said, you have some Excel sheet where you have 20 face washes that would cater to the problems, but you are only doing two because you want to cater to only people who really can utilize from Pilgrim. That's one. So for example, this is the screen where users will able to see what the reward they'll be earning, and for every answer they make, they can see a fact kind of stuff, like Zomato does this kind of stuff. That's one. And once the user submits this, and then we can say that this is the results, and the first part is dedicated to the insights, and the second part is basically dedicated to the topics. If we don't have any, we don't show that, just being transparent there, and we'll highlight what are the ingredients that we are recommending to them, and our products are containing them. That's the reason we're recommending. That's one. And like here, the bundle and subscription kind of plan would also start. We can implement that kind of stuff. The fourth one, and the last one is impactful checkout, because I really feel that personalization is not only achieved when we call users by name and all. It's more like when they feel an achievement using the platform, or when they feel good using the platform. So we can find out the causes that Pilgrim can resonate with, and then integrate to the website, and then we can launch it for the initial set of customers where the users are VIP users, and at least the average order value is this much, because there is a cost associated with it. The users need to pay, and these kind of users are tend to paying. And let's say this is the order page card slider, and let's
Charan,
say
you
you
have
can check out.
30 seconds to wrap
Sure,
this up.
sure. Just sure. And then users can see what is the impact, and the main part comes after, what is how we tell them that what is the impact that you have made. We'll show the in post purchase page, like thank you page. This is the impact you have made. You can share, and you can send post purchase email saying the impact and to memory. And this is the impact effort impact matrix. I can tell you. You ask me in the questions as I'm optimizing from the time. And this is a content strategy here for everything. And these are some other minor solutions that we can approach, but like quick wins, but minor impact. And thank you. So yeah. So I try to optimize for the time. Now you can ask me as much as you can, because you don't have any time limit now.
No, they do have, like, we'll have two and bit flexible. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Gagan, Mukund, and Nitya, you can ask the further questions.
Yeah, Charan, I guess we have optimized quite nicely for the time also. And yeah, we have already gone through all the presentations, but it's obviously nice to hear it from the creator itself. So very nicely done, yeah. Very, I would say, very deep analysis of all the like things going on in the around the brand also, and on the website also. Very nicely done. How much time did you spend on this? I just want to have an idea.
I spent 4 days on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah. Really liked a few ideas, and I guess Mukund have some questions about the practicality and like how it will impact the like other teams across the system. So maybe Mukund can add those points. But yeah, I mean, just wanted to discuss one thing with you. So at the checkout page, you have mentioned the carbon neutral, the CNC, like the feature which user can select. So what was the thought process behind this? What do you think it will impact, like on the, let's say, whatever dropouts we are facing currently on the checkout page? Will it help, like, will it reduce it or increase it further? Or like, what will be the net on net impact of this feature? So what was your thought process behind this? Adding the, just want to know that.
Yeah, sure. So basically, the thought process behind this is, as I've said, every solution is more like calling them the name and everything, but try to understand what other things are there. One is that, as I mentioned, the sense of achievement and all, or sense of feeling that my purchase has done something good. That's one. And as I mentioned, my primary metrics for this one is the number of social mentions and the number of people who opts for this one. That is one. And another thing is that sustainability, and people are getting more aware to sustainability causes, and the impact of environmental changes and all. And as a result, beauty a segment, I don't think no one in a competitive space is actually doing this kind of stuff. So if we associate, and that would give a brand a new value, new face of representing itself. And it also really cares for the purpose, whatever purpose that we resonate with. And regarding your question of whether it will solve dropouts, like checkouts or something, I don't really think so. It will improve conversions as per, because this might actually hamper a little bit conversion. I mean, not a lot, because people have the option to uncheck also. So that is the reason I have asked. I want to test it with the users who are in the VIP level, the VIP loyal customers level, and also who are tend to purchasing with an average order value of lot, like specific amount, so that those people may not care if it is 10 rupees or 20 rupees. They generally don't care. That's the reason. And we can understand if the adoption is good, then we can implement, roll out it to other users as well. That's the idea. I hope that
Sure.
answers.
Thank you.
If not, please.
Yeah, thank you. Just wanted to know your thought process. I mean, no comments or no, like, didn't want to discuss it more. Just wanted to know your thought process on that. Maybe Mukund and Nitya, if you want to add something.
Yeah. Very well put, Sai. I think seems pretty clear. I just want to understand one thing regarding the technicality of again the CNC that you have put in. Uh, as far as my understanding goes, at least calculating the carbon footprint of every purchase that a customer is making might be a very tedious process, and might require a lot of computation that way. So just wanted to understand if that's something which you would have probably factored in and then given the final recommendation of which features you'd want to go ahead. I just remember in your prioritization metric you said impact based checkout is something that you really want to try as early as possible with low effort. So just wanted to understand that school of thought.
Yeah, sure. So actually, like if we have to implement it ourselves, then as you have said, it would be like a lot tougher challenge, because it's how do we calculate? That's a different ball game. Actually, there are solutions for this one, but particularly catering to the Shopify ecosystem only, and there are multiple solutions in this one. Like Indian solutions are there, abroad solutions are there. It doesn't matter. There are many solutions. We can actually take them, but I'm not sure if they are having the capability of rolling into certain segments. That I'm unsure. Other than that, there are plug and play solutions that we can use for quick win. That's the reason I put it in low effort and high impact actually.
Makes sense. Okay. The second question that I have is regarding your, personalized delivery experience. I remember user can happen to, record the video, and then the recorded video can be sent to finally who would be receiving the parcel. Just wanted to understand if you foresee any major challenges. I understand technicalities would be one thing that would be any which was there, but do you foresee any other challenges that might be associated to get this properly rolled out for a seamless customer
Yeah.
experience?
Yeah. There are
Just
certain challenges that are
on
not
that
technical.
as well. Sorry, just on that, the personalized video experience. Also, the use case, how big you think is it, in terms of moving the needle for the business as well? If you can add that as well, along with the
Sure.
technical, aspect of it.
Definitely. So let first answering the Mukund's question. It's like that there are challenges here, but they are not technical but operational actually. When the user records a video, right, and sends it, we'll get it on our dashboard and everything. But the challenge here is to generally when an order comes, you take the order from a Shopify order history, and then you print the label, and then you send it, right. But you for this you may need to include it in the order invoice space, that the QR code, or you need to add it separately by printing it. So that printing costs and all will be difficult, and sorting them based on the order ID, that is one. If we can have separate operational effort for that one, that will solve. The second, answering Nitya's question, yeah. So I really not aware of the how big is the gifting segment here in Pilgrim. I haven't found any data on that. That's the reason I've actually divided in such a way that for gifting users, this is something we can try, like particularly for gifting products. For a normal and individual products, we don't ask them to add any gifting messages, but they'll automatically receive a message that is templated kind of stuff from founders, saying that so and so, thanks for making the purchase. Like generally, Whole Truth does this stuff. They write love letters. I mean, some kind of letters. So this is just a way. I know that Pilgrim also does that. Did that before, but so this is just an advanced, little bit impressive version of that. Yeah. Did that answer your question, Mukund?
Yeah, pretty much.
What?
I guess Sharon, maybe like the idea is good. Ki, like the message is sent. Maybe we can send an email to the receiver
Yeah,
once they have
definitely.
received the product, and maybe we can just send a quick link for the of the video, or let's say if you want to, like, maybe if somebody wants to just send a written message, maybe we can do that also. But I guess, yeah, the idea was good, and it's good that you have foreseen the challenges also which it takes. So
That's
yeah,
yeah,
I think we are good
that's
to go.
actually nice. I haven't thought about it, but have you said that I just have
Or just
initial thought,
WhatsApp
which is
message or like whatever information we have about the way of communication can be different. But yeah, I guess the
yeah, yeah.
overall thought process.
Uh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't thought about sending it in other form, but like to add, my initial thought was like, if we do what you are suggesting, we will not be having operational challenges, but the technical challenge will come in, which is we need to get the APS all this from the shipping agencies and then send it through, because I think WhatsApp is your primary communication channel for delivery and all, delivery and email. Email to nobody
I guess
checks.
that Nitya can solve for us.
Exactly. Yeah. WebEngage pretty much can solve.
Yes, yes.
Awesome, awesome. Then it's great. Cool.
Yeah. Thank you for taking out time on a Saturday evening. And thank you.
Yeah, thanks to you too. Yeah, thanks everyone.
Yeah.
Nitya, do you have anything more to add for that?
No, I think we're good. I
Yeah.
covered that question as well.
Yeah, like I think most of the questions were covered, I guess. Great stuff, Charan. We hope you like make it to the top three and also participate in the following teardowns. Thank you,
Sure,
sir,
sure.
Charan.
Yeah, bye.
Vaibhav, can you try now getting in Yashika?
Yes, Yashika, if you can raise your hand.
Yashika, if you're facing presenting through the browser, maybe you can present through the PowerPoint itself.
Yeah, I have downloaded it now. So
Yeah, cool. Great.
yeah, is it visible? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Uh, so hello everyone, and I think I have very less time, so I'm just gonna start with it. So we all know the product problem statement that we have to do personalization, and in that we have to do the personalization of quiz on its website and plus on the app. So I took some assumptions like no budget constraint for short and long term goals, but still I'm gonna discuss more of the short terms goals. And yeah, and goal would be mainly North Star metric would be revenue, but revenue would be breakdown into conversion rate, and revenue attribution plus retention engagement is very necessary. So yeah, I'm gonna start. Roadmap would be look like this, and I took in few personas. So one persona is Vidhi. She's like in mid 20 and a young working female, cares about her skin, and she's like tech savvy also and social media savvy also. She know what the trends are, what people are using, but she has her own problems, like she has a very sensitive skin, red blemishes and everything, and she needs a particular solution for that. She can experiment stuff but not in that capacity, like because she cares for her skin, so toxin free material are necessary. And the other persona is Shama is a middle-aged woman who is like mother of two. She's also working. She mainly focusing on non-toxic, gentle solution for her skin, and she like her purpose is also like very different from other things. She wants to maintain her skin right at this age, around 40. Want to maintain wrinkles and reduce loose pores and everything. And the other persona is Yuval. Yuval is like a 19-year-old college-going boy, adult, young adult, and he has this dry skin and acne problem, but he's very enthusiastic about skin and skin stuff. So and he's looking for gender neutral stuff. So in all these personas I would like to go with Vidhi, and through my like user interview I have this made this customer journey roadmap. So in the sign up and login process everything was fine, but what I felt, I don't know. I think in one presentation I saw that email is available, but in my like interview journey and everything, login with email wasn't available. So sometimes a tech problem can be happen with the customer, so it should be available, right? And everything else was smooth with the login and sign up process. User can explore without even sign up and login. And the site exploration was actually difficult for user with he, because she was went with the intention of the site. Okay, she has this problem and now she want product for specifically to her problem, but she was just exploring and exploring. And there were like products under bestseller and trending and everything, but she couldn't find what is best for her. Like she was like very user effort was very high. And the main ULP and USP of Pilgrim is like they are actually bringing the solution and beauty secrets around the world, from around the world. And while she was exploring the collection, she was got confused, like more confused, because she didn't know which product or which country secrets is best for her skin as an Indian skin. And so product then she went to the reel section to explore more. And reel section was also reel section was also very like get bit boring. And the pilgrim tribe wasn't giving her much much value, because in first interaction she cannot get any reward or referral. Product exploration was also like good, but few things, like it was very difficult to discover product. And the selection purchase was good, but I think there was problem with the GPS thing, like she had to put everything manually, address and everything. So we're gonna explore the homepage right now. So the what's hot city is very good, but on the landing page, I'm gonna explore, and I am not getting any targeted solution for my skin as a user. And even on the this section ULP, the main value prop for Pilgrim, there's like no CT available. And if I went into like Spanish beauty secrets, I just don't know what is why should I try Spanish secrets, what is in there for me. So one second. uh, yeah, so ideation and mock-up. I think my screen is it's like shift there. So yeah, ideation and mock-up is like to create a quick quiz kind of thing with this button placement on app, so that with very few questions, so that quick instant personalization get happen. And plus the CTA, sorry, I can not able to see that.
Uh, Yashika, it's your last 1 minute.
Okay. So CTA for like ULP, and this would be the question like age, gender, skin type, skin goals mainly, and the ingredient land also. When I if I go to the aloe vera, I'm just getting the product list, not like about the ingredient and everything. If we use this thing, if we explore this like more about key benefits of an ingredient, and if I show the list, then what product would give me those ingredient, then it would be very beneficial for the user. And next opportunity in the me section, I'm just after personalization, I'm just getting the list of ingredient, not the products. And this point is very important for the user to get products, so that he or she can add product directly to the cart. And I'm just proposing the new feature Pilgrim Tribe 2.0. It would kind of like as a community, like Quora is there, and Stack Overflow kind of community are there. So it would be for all the experts, all the people who are there to aware to get aware, and for asking their problem, they can build groups and they can join, they can ask their question, and everything can that kind of happen. And it would very really help into retention and engagement and referral things. um so yeah, this thing.
Last 30 seconds, Yashika.
Yeah. So I also like wanted to like upscale in this in a checkout list. There is no add button in the list, so I just proposing that like we should add it, so that user doesn't need to go back and frequently bought together. Profile page like subscription and auto replenishment kind of feature should be there. And on like desktop, there's like a search bar should be like in a expanded form, because we have this visual conditioning to see search bar in a clear expanded form. And the quiz button would be on the screen itself, and long term visual hair detection customization thing through AI. It's a long term thing, so I wouldn't propose it right now. So it's a prioritization thing. So all the the community thing, Pilgrim Try 2.0, it's a high effort and high impact thing. So I'm putting this into big bets. Generally, the long term things like virtual face and hair detection would come under high effort but low impact, because Indian customers just don't get it right, like get into that stuff. We need human in front of us to tell us what we need right now. So it is a long term thing, and but I don't think it's needed right now. But other things like one so the solution 1 2 4 5 6 7, like Google API introduction. These are low effort but high impact things because they reduce the drop offs. And so other things like ingredient page, me section, incremental. So I would put those things into low impact and low effort. We can do this, but after our high impact things. And segmentation would be into demographically, behavioral, demographically.
I request you to wrap up.
Okay,
Yeah.
is just done. So yeah, mainly behavioral, like purchase history, high cart to purchase, cart abandoner, or skin type, location, gender. These kind of segmentation we can done. Content strategy, mainly the reel page is very fantastic, but user get very like bored after time. So we should like real and relatable reel should be there, like product review, helpful tip around the world, and search bar is also there on the reels, like to search if I want to search something or tutorial kind of thing. And potential impact would be like a North Star metric, which I mentioned is revenue, but that would be break into all those things. So my assumption is that after doing all those things, the retention would be 2x if it is x right now, and conversion rate would be 3x, and engagement, because the community is also there and everything is also there, so it would be 10x. So yeah, and thank you for Pilgrim team and founders. And yeah, so thank you so much. I know
Yeah,
it's
great stuff, Yashika, with the deck and your new features. Let's hear like what the team at WebEngage and Pilgrim has to say about your deck, and also like if they have any questions. Yeah, yeah, Gagan, Nitya, Mukund, you can like ask.
Thanks, Yashika, for the presentation, and thanks for the efforts you put in. Thanks for attending the session on a Sunday evening, as I was mentioning to everyone else also. So, Yashika, yeah, really nicely done. Just wanted to like know your thought process on like the North Star like metrics you have mentioned as the revenue. Obviously, you have mentioned other all the other parameters as well, engagement, conversion rate, and all of this. Like, what is your thought process about like what we are trying to? So the problem statement is about personalization on the website and the app, and so the impact of it, or let's say the North Star metrics. Like, how are you? Like, how do you decide on revenue as compared to the like any other metrics, whether it's conversion rate or engagement or any other metrics?
okay. So initially I thought like for personalization I should put like NPS or customer satisfaction kind of metrics, but later on I thought you know, every business should have this objective of revenue, have objective of revenue. So I should like keep that in mind also. Why I'm doing the personalization, in the end I want there are lower bounce rate and more conversion rate, more purchase. So everything sum up to the revenue. That's why I put like North Star metric is revenue, but we are doing personalization and small obviously other metrics are also there, like conversion rate, retention, engagement. If they these kind of metrics are there, user would come back again and again. If they are not even like whether to refer or whether to buy it again, or whether to just communicate on the community. So I think that North Star metric should be like highest objective which business want. But yeah, a strategy would need other kind of metrics. So I just discussed that and put the revenue as North Star. But yeah, I know personalization for NPS and customer satisfaction should be there.
Sure. I mean, there are different school of thoughts, and like at Pilgrim, we always try to follow like the other way around. we are let's focus on, so say for example this personalization, let's focus on the engagement, and let's focus on the conversion, or let's focus on the customer satisfaction on this, and then revenue will come itself. Like it will be a byproduct of it. Obviously for the business it's the most important, but I mean obviously it's
Yeah,
totally fine. Just
so
wanted to know your thought process. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. You are right. Like, I have this the same thought process. That's why I never mentioned revenue while I was discussing all the features,
sure, sure,
because
sure.
yeah. So I just wanted to get it like after, if we are putting these metric right into the bucket, then it would happen
Hmm.
eventually. The revenue would
Sure,
happen eventually. But yeah, I just mentioned it in the last slide. So
sure, sure.
okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time.
All right. So, hi Yashida. Just one question. I think you had this product in mind, Pilgrim Tribe 2.0. Just wanted to understand a little bit, more about your thought behind that.
Okay.
I mean, as far as per se M site goes, or even app goes for that matter, the ideal thing is we want them to engage more with the kind of products that we are offering them,
Yeah.
and not through any other medium, which should ultimately lead to a conversion from their end, right? So just wanted to understand a little bit more on how do you feel Tribe is ultimately going to accelerate that conversion bit. Thing number one, in my opinion, it pretty much feels like this might be an added distraction in the overall journey of having a personalized product discovery.
Yeah.
So just wanted to understand your thoughts on that. If you can spend some
Okay.
time.
So I would like to mention and answer your first point. So my thought process behind this, exactly, we want to focus that every user should buy our like product first. Like they shouldn't like there to just communicate and everything. But my point of view, community has very strong values. Like community would refer and would market things without even any their own benefit from like as monetary benefits. So I wanted like there are every kind of community out there. Like if I want to ask any question related to tech, I can go Google and just there's like lot of community, people are answering to my queries and everything. But in skin, which like this is the most kind of important thing for me. And if I have a sensitive skin, I would like to ask like same kind of people what they do for their skin, and what like, because we kind of share common space. And obviously on a business perspective also, like if community is there, the trending and new launches kind of product which Pilgrim is launching, they can put those product on community itself, and I can get like idea and awareness there itself. Okay, what this product mean to me, and what benefit it would do. And yeah, ask the expert kind of question. Matlab, we can create it like more things into the community, but we like to increase the engagement, I think community is the long term kind of impact that Pilgrim can create. And plus it goes with the vibe of Pilgrim, like culture, ancient and group kind of secret community. So they are sharing secrets with each other and everything. So yeah.
Okay.
And second point, which you asked, sorry, can you like repeat it again?
Well, I think this pretty much answers. I just have one point to add on here.
Yeah.
So I mean, while it completely makes sense to have community to get people share all those sort of things, I think just adding on a point, and would if you wish to add upon here, happy to hear that. I think there are already social media handles that Pilgrim have, and they have been pretty much running really healthy. Instagram has been growing very fast. The customers have been pretty much engaging. So I mean, if any interactions of sort is something that we are looking forward to, then probably social media handles might be a little better place as compared to setting up our own engagement channel, because I mean, seems little unsure as to how many users are going to adopt it. But yeah, I think good thought. Probably
Yeah.
can discuss that through. And
Yeah, one more point, I'll totally agree with you. But actually, every Instagram page of every beauty product and skincare product related company is there, and they are mentioning things which benefit customers. But I wanted to make the whole thing into one app or one website, so that people feel secure. Okay, this is the only one platform where I need to go and just ask away. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Nitya, you have anything?
Yeah, Yashika, just one thing quickly I wanted to understand. I think in the summary you had mentioned, the expected outcome was 2x retention, 3x conversion, if I recollect, right? So, what are some of the key areas and how have you gotten to that number? Like, is there any breakup or breakdown of that, right?
So
That
I
you
so I tried to completely in a in number forms also, but in between I got confused because the standard industry conversion rate is different, so I didn't know about the fact which what are the conversion rate for Pilgrim. So I just put it in the assumption like it's X, and if we do these things and the drop off would reduce and product, obviously the journey would
so
be
sorry.
smoother.
Is there any weightage that you've put in, and the top two or three things where you've given higher weightage to get to that 3x, 2x,
Yeah,
etc.
yeah, exactly. So in my prioritization framework also, like first the quiz also. The quiz button should be on the home page so that instant personalization happens. Like I just don't need to go in the me section and putting out there, and I'm just getting the ingredient out there only. But I want if I'm putting like only three question answers, and then homepage is recommending those products which would help me and which would target my needs. So maybe I would explore more, maybe I would purchase those products, and obviously I would go further with that product and exploration. So yeah. So first the creative button, second in the purchase in the checkout history also, the API Google API, Map API is also there, because manually it's very hectic and we have this very habit for because of Uber and everything, like we need GPS location. And for ingredient page also, because I know Pilgrim is like toxin free and there are many products like red wine. We people in India don't use red wine on our skin. So I would like to read about it. Like what red wine would do to my skin. So there should be some description. If I touch the red wine tab button in the ingredient page, so it would mention, okay, this will do this, that to your skin, and here are the products. So yeah.
Okay, fair. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, cool, cool. Thank you, Yashika.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
We have Rohit and Shivam as our last team. We got in Charan because Yashika was not able to present immediately. Rohit and Shivam, if you can raise your hands, Vaibhav can add you on stage.
Hi, I hope I'm audible as well, visible.
Yes, Shivam, you are audible. Rohit, if you can
Okay.
switch on your cams and check.
Yeah, hi. I hope I'm
Great,
audible,
great.
everyone. Yeah,
Yeah, Rohit, you're audible.
yeah. Just give me a minute. I'll start.
Yeah, Shivam.
Rohit, I think you'll have to speak up a little bit. Your voice is a little low.
Yeah, your voice is a bit feeble. If you can speak a bit louder or adjust your mic, it would be great.
Uh, Guys, can you confirm if it's visible enough?
Yeah, your presentation is visible.
Okay, I'll just start. So, hi everyone. My name is Shivam. With my partner, I'll be talking about the product teardown of the Pilgrim, which we have done. So, I won't waste my time in the context as well as intro because it is beautifully elaborated by Gagandeep initially. I'll start with the industry analysis where by the latest report of TechSci Research, the total addressable market of the global and beauty personal care is expected to reach 27.3 billion by 2022. With respect to 500 billion, that's the global number. Talking more about the pilgrim goals. as well as competitors analysis. So if I talk about competitors analysis, we took three companies. First one is Glossier, which basically deals in minimalist and millennial focused branding. The second brand is Ordinary, which is community driven science backed product. And the third one was Drunk Elephant, which basically deals in premium skincare products that is very much toxic free, that use toxic free ingredients. So, while doing the competitors analysis, we considered product offerings, pricing, branding, marketing, and the customer engagement done by these three brands. And we have specifically focused on the sustainability and ethical sourcing thing while doing the competitors analysis. That's why we came up with just three competitors. So now talking something about the target user segment. So here at Pilgrim, the target user segment will be the women who are in their 20s to 40s. They are, interested in natural and sustainable beauty products. They are tech savvy. They are health conscious as well as environment conscious. So overall, we are building a target user segment for the Pilgrim app as a niche market for a women who prioritize natural, sustainable, as well as effective beauty products. So this is one user persona. We took her interview. This was Sarah. The other one was Julie. After interviewing these people, we have came to the goals and behaviors which they wanted. They wanted for a particular brand or a product. So they want to simplify their beauty routines. They want to explore more new products, basically more new products which are much more inclined towards natural sources, as well as they want to try something which have some international ingredients in it, like something which can be from Korea, because if you see Korea, it is one of the biggest platform uh, for providing the skin whitening and skincare routine products. So after the goals and behaviors, I will talk about the user journey. So now here in the user journey, the first part is the identification part, that the user identifies that he is in the need of the product. The second part is the discovery of this discovery of the Pilgrim app, where the user discovers that, like, this is the Pilgrim app, which might have those products which I am needing for the current time. He onboards on the app, he signs up, he starts to look for the product, for the specific product which he wants to find. He shops it, and then the last step will be the feedback thing which he gives for that particular product after using it. Now Rohit will continue on the next part.
All right. So thank you, Shivam. That was really a great intro about what Pilgrim is as a brand. So I would be trying to focus upon the core user problems which Pilgrim is trying to solve, has to solve, in fact. So first of all, when the user lands on the page, so what happens is, like, user is actually blank to as to where the product has to be navigated. Like, he has no clue about whether which product is to be taken into consideration. So what happens is, as soon as the hovering is done, so there would be a kind of pop-up which would be adding up. So that would actually, can you just go forward?
Sure, sure.
So that would actually give you the personalized recommendation in terms of the quiz. Quiz, as in, it would actually judge the core DNA of the user. So what is the skin type of the user? What is the facial type of the user? And what is the body type of the user? So everything keeping all in all consideration, from end-to-end consideration of the user, we are actually proposing a clean end-to-end personalized quiz solution. So after that, we would be going about pitching, like YouTube-based user review kind of video, where, as it's a kind of a social engagement platform, I think we need to pitch more upon having the users needs and customers pain points in perspective. And on top of that, if we add beauty tips also, that would actually even have a better like imperative to whatever customer goals are. So even having like having like hosting virtual events would also be very important, I would say, because it actually begins with the engagement driven, community driven framework. And on top of that, if we add AR powered styling, that the user, whenever he is on the app, so you might have seen big brands like L'Oreal, Paris, and everything. Right? So they have this kind of feature where the user, as soon as he is on the platform, he's on the app, L'Oreal Paris app, he is actually able to try to see the screen. So on the screen itself, he gets the real-time personalizations. So with the help of that, user can actually make a lot of like customizations according to his needs and according to the requirement. So can you go to the next slide? So these are the RISE scores of the individual solutions which we have tried to prioritize. And yeah, so based on the RISE score, we try to focus more upon creating the personalized product recommendations. That is a personalized quiz, which would be part of the AI system, which would be acting as a personal assistant. So you might have seen that in an offshore kind of things, right? So in offshore, you have an assistant who would be assisting you to try this product and that. So similarly, you would actually have a inbound personalized assistant that would actually go about recommending you what sort of products is very much important for your face and what for your hair color. So yeah, and our next solution would be focusing upon having a video and a text format of the reviews, whatever the product is there. I feel that if Pilgrim team could have worked a little bit on that, I think that would have added more trust upon the user's mind, and they could actually engage a lot of audience and they could get a lot of conversions on the platform. So yeah, that's the thing. So coming to the implementation strategy, I think the core of Pilgrim has to be upon knowing the user DNA at its core, rather than just focusing upon the external side of the app. I think the core has to be upon giving the personification and personalization of the user in such a way that the user is getting delighted when he's trying to use the app.
Rohit, this is your last 1 minute.
Yeah, yeah. We are done actually. So this is the wireframe actually. So for every sort of solution, we have an individual, or you can say subcategorized version of the problems which we have stated previously. So you can see that. So one is for dry skin, the other is for oily skin. So the filters work accordingly. So if we could add this kind of feature to our, let's say to our end customers, I think that would add even better results to what we can expect in future going forward, as it is an engagement-driven platform. Yeah. So, and coming to the success metrics, I think so. Yeah, this is the user reviews part. So I feel that in customer review, in user reviews part, I think it's more upon having the trust factor, keeping in mind of the end user. So we need to have an in-app where we can see the customer reviews of each and every individual loyal customer. And can you go to next slide? Yeah. So the success metrics is more about the end-to-end experience of the Pilgrim app. I feel that if you could, leverage our, what do you say, the reels kind of part to our, like the experience kind of part in terms of a video or in terms of a knowledgeable solution. I think that would, add on value to our end customers in terms of solving the last three values as well. Yeah.
And this is like the cost benefit analysis which we have done. So here it has all the description of the product team, marketing team, IT team, customer service team, and the management team, which will be required for this particular feature to be worked upon and till the launch.
And to add
So
upon what Shivam is saying, the cost benefit analysis is done in order to gauge the employee and the employer's use case, keeping in mind to deliver the great sort of value to the end customer. So thank you. We are open for a lot of questions. Yeah.
Great, Rohit and Shivam. Mukund, Gagandeep, if you have any questions, you can pitch in.
Thank you,
Great.
Shivam. Thank you, Rohit. I guess we had discussed a few things. Mukund, would you like to ask any queries, or are those clear going after the
Uh,
presentation?
so, Kagan seems pretty much clear. I just have a couple of questions. I'll
Yeah.
maybe quickly begin with that. Rohit, Shivam, just wanted to understand, a little bit about the overall change that you're forcing. While I've seen that, you have pretty much mentioned on the metrics, I just want to understand how is it going to drive your, whatever North Star metric that you have in mind, and by how much volume. Let's maybe talk about the top two features that you have prioritized.
All right. So, Shivam, you want to go?
Yeah. So I'll start about the first feature which is there. So our first feature, I'll try to give a brief about it. So our first feature will come up on the screen when the user will be roaming around for the 5 minutes aimlessly on the website, and
Okay.
in that particular quiz, in that particular quiz sort of a thing, he can easily navigate to whichever product, first of all, whichever problem which he's facing. Like, let's say if he wants to buy a face care product, then in that particular face care, what type of face he has, like if it has an oily face, then after clicking that particular oily face, then he'll be recommended to a particular product. So now coming back to the conversion, like coming back to the metric thing. So your question basically is, how do you measure the metric? So
No, no,
that
no.
part
I
I
mean,
was very
so yeah, yeah. I'll just repeat that again. I just want to understand what would be a
yeah.
North Star metric to judge these two features, and how much do you think would this get driven up with the introduction of features that you have in mind, if this makes it more clear.
Yes. This makes very much more sense. So the first and the most important metric which I have in my mind, which I have already mentioned, is the conversion rate. So
Okay.
post launching the first feature of the quiz, how much more conversion we are getting out of a particular user in a particular month. Let's say this is February going on. Previous to this month, we haven't launched the feature, and we are working with the old school set of the
Yeah, yeah,
website and app,
yeah,
how it looks, right? So let's say if we are converting x amount of users after launching the feature, how much conversion we are getting out of the particular users who are there on the particular website.
yeah,
So
yeah.
our not metric is conversion rate and customer retention rate
Yeah. So,
per month.
do do you have any view on how or conversion is going to get impacted after this would be getting launched?
Yes. So you want a quantification part of thing, or
Would
like
be
still I'm a
helpful.
little
I mean, if you can just state out few assumptions that you have in mind, and then probably number that can be associated with the impact, that should be helpful. Yeah.
okay. Sure. Just give me a moment. Rohit, would
Yeah.
you like
Sure.
to take this part?
Yeah. So, in terms of how we would go about driving the success metrics or the North Star metrics which we're trying to focus upon,
Hmm.
so I would say that we need to have the customer as our core focus first.
Okay.
First, we have to understand what sort of needs our customers have.
Uh, I'm not sure if I've only lost.
What's happening? Guys, am I audible?
Yeah, Rohit, you are audible.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I was saying that for our North Star metric, I think we need to focus more upon what users are actually facing at their core. So it has to be upon like driving engagement is first thing, and getting the customers hooked onto the platform is another thing. So bringing that hook factor is more important than driving engagement. That's what I feel. So if Mukund, if I am a customer, let's say if I want to get onto the Pilgrim app and I want to know some particular problem that I'm facing. So few years back I used to have acne problem. So for that, what sort of solution do I have in place? So other brands in the market are just pitching you the generalized solution, not the customized solution.
Okay.
So for oily product also you have the categorization, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
So the deep level of categorization is very much important for understanding the customer. It is not just about
Uh,
you just giving getting a click or a hook on one sort of customer.
no,
It's
I
about
think.
yeah. It's considering the entirety of a customer.
Got it. All right. Shivam, if you have number, then that's okay. Otherwise, I'll probably move on to the next question, next and the final question that I have, and then probably Nitya and Gagan can.
Yeah. So currently, the I have came to some number. So I did this particular guesstimate right here. So as we know, we have 10,000 plus downloads,
Okay.
which makes around like 1,000 active users per month. Let's say we have 1,000 active users per month, and the click through rate or the conversion rate for that particular amount of users is 40%. So from that
Okay.
1,000 users, we are getting 400 converted to buying our product. So post personalization, we will be pitching, and we will be narrowing down those products which users wants to have at that particular point of time, to that particular problem which they are facing. So that number will jump to 60%. So from that 1,000 particular users, that number goes up to 60%, and from that 60% means 600. So, like, for previous month, we had 400 users, and after launching this feature, we'll be having 600 users. So it's just a jump of
50%
200.
jump. Yeah.
Yeah.
50%
50%
jump.
jump.
Okay. So
Yes. Yes.
this is basis certain assumptions that you have, or you have calculated that as well. It's completely okay if that's on some assumptions.
Yeah, so I did some assumptions because most of the times, which while so the basic assumption was this only, ki, like, I used it for the first time because it's because of Rohit only I am here. So he told me ki, like, this is something ki, yaar, by Pilgrim is there, and let's do this. So I was like, what the heck is this? So by the name, I thought it is some meditation sort of an app. I didn't knew about it.
Okay.
So please don't mind, guys. I
No,
mean,
no,
as
that's
as
happy to hear feedbacks. Yeah, please go on.
yeah. So I was like, what the heck is this? So he's like, no, bro, this is a beauty app. I was like, beauty app. So first of all, he downloaded it, and then I downloaded it. So I was like roaming around, and all those products, because I don't know, because I am not that hardcore user of those beauty products. So I had no idea what are the products like, because red wine face wash or something like that, and Korean Jeju Island, cream and moisturizer. So that was like something, मतलब वो niche market के लिए है, जो आदमी उस चीज को जानता है, and if he's coming to that platform, वो उसको जब ही खरीद सकता है. बट वो उसको जब खरीद सकता है जब उसको वो पाथ पता हो, वो पर्सनलाइज तरीके से रिकमेंडेशन मिले.
Hmm.
So that is one assumption which I have in my mind after
नहीं, ठीक है, fair enough.
making a
I
user
think
journey of myself.
should be good to go. The second question that I have was, and I mean, this is the final thing. You have one feature mentioned as styling beauty tips, right?
Yeah.
The feature
Mm-hmm.
seems to be very interesting. In fact,
Okay.
great thing to go about. Just wanted to understand how did you score that feature, a little bit less as compared to any other feature that I was looking into.
So
At least
okay.
to me, it seems like a low hanging fruit and something which might bring on, a probably high amount of personalization. So, just wanted to know your thoughts on that.
Yeah, coming to the tech stack of that, I think uh, L'Oreal already has the user in place. So they have this kind of feature where if a person is onboarded into the app and the user gets the real-time overview of all those, lipstick and everything. That
Hmm.
actually happens to the face automatically.
Yeah.
So he need not
Okay.
go about applying it on his face. So that sort of that delight which the customer gets, when he actually tries it, and it's automatic. I just wanted to emphasize more on
Rohit,
that.
completely with you on that. I think I'm not sure if I was very clear with respect to what I was asking. What I wanted to understand is your thought process behind deprioritizing personalized beauty tips as a feature, because I
Yeah,
see this as something which can be very quickly implemented. Plus, few other things. So, if you can just walk me through your thought process on how did you arrive at score for RICND, that should probably help. I hope this
yeah.
seems a
Actually,
little
we
more
were
clear.
thinking about prioritizing the two solutions as the same. But what happened is, as our core problem statement was focusing more upon personalized strategies. So that's the reason we actually added that. If not, we were actually thinking about adding even this also, pitching this sort of
Yes,
customer
yes.
solution to the user also. I hope that
So,
answers.
Basically, you're saying because the problem statement was asking to focus on personalization, you
exactly,
Correct.
exactly.
Correct.
It's
We
more
just
inclined
deep
towards
dive
the tech
into, yeah.
space and making the quiz space. So it's not like we have deprioritized it. It's just like are much more inclined towards the solutions
The
which
other
we have
bits.
pitched.
Okay, fair
Exactly.
enough. Sure. ठीक है.
But Mukund, absolutely got your point. You are, matlab, it is actually a low hanging fruit, and you should
It's
like
a low-hanging
as
fruit
an app.
plus brings a lot of personalization is what I think.
Correct.
But I mean, like
Mhm.
it's actually perspective that matters. So completely
Makes
okay.
sense.
Gagan,
Makes
Yeah.
Nitya,
sense.
is there anything that you have
And
in mind?
Mukul, just to add one point before proceeding forward. So I was not aware of the tech stack which Pilgrim uses. So that's the reason even I was not sure whether to pitch that solution or not.
Okay, sure. So
Let me be straightforward.
okay, sure. Gagan, Nitya, anything from your end?
No, I guess Mukund, you've completed all the points we had also discussed. So very detailed analysis, Rohit and Shivam, like how you have covered all the like use the frameworks also and covered all the parameters as well. So really nice. I guess we can proceed. Nitya, if you have anything to add,
no, I think we're good. We've covered it exhaustively.
sure,
Should be good. Yeah.
sure.
Thanks a
Nitesh,
lot,
you are
guys.
on mute.
Thank you, Rohit and Shivam. Great stuff with the deck. Very detailed analysis, like Gagan mentioned already. Uh, Gagan, Nitya, and Mukund, if you want to bring in like any of the previous participants for any of the questions that were not asked, or like if you missed anything, you can do now before you like go backstage or decide on the top three final winners.
I think we
If
we should be
anything.
pretty much good to go. Let's probably spend some
Yeah,
time finalizing on the results.
Yeah,
sure,
great, Mukund, Gagan, Nitya. Maybe folks can decide and come back like in few minutes.
sure.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
So Nitesh, do we connect on a separate call or how does it work? Is
No,
there a function here?
You have to go on
Yeah,
yeah,
backstage.
you can just mute it here and you can like
sure.
connect. We won't be able you won't be able to go backstage or
Sure. We'll connect
anything.
on other. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll call you Mukund on WhatsApp. Nitya, do you want me to add you also on the call?
Yeah. Otherwise, it's fine. I think if there is any confusion,
Sure,
etc.
sure.
Uh,
I'll just yeah.
Yeah.
Gagan, let
I'll
me
just
do one
discuss with
thing.
Mukund. Yeah,
I'll just share off a Google link right away in the speaker
sure.
section, and we can probably connect there and quickly close up on that if that works.
ठीक है.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
Yeah.
sure.
Just give me a minute.
Hey folks, it was a great month getting you all with the Teardown with February's edition with Pilgrim powered by WebEngage. Uh, I would like to add on any one of you on stage if you want to like share how your experience was other than the top five finalists so that we can hear your perspective on how the Teardown went and how we can like improve on in the coming months. Meanwhile, you can also like guess who would be the winners. Who like according to you, like Vaibhav has shared a poll. You can maybe guess who or come in with who you would think would win like top three, top two, or who would be the top five. Maybe yeah. You can like answer on the poll as well. If any one of you are interested in sharing your perspective on how your Teodan went throughout the month, we will add you on the stage and you can share your perspective. I don't see anyone guessing or like interested in coming on stage. Are you guys sleeping?
People have started to vote, Nitesh.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can post in chat as well who you would think would be the win, like top one, like second or third, so that others can see what others are thinking. Folks, we can only get top five participants in the deck session. There are many others we can in the interest of time and as well, and we cannot get others as get to present others. So what you can do is you can post on the socials and also in the community in our WhatsApp and Slack, so that you can get the feedback from other participants and also who would be interested in. So that is why we came up with the social tech challenge, so that there is an incentive for you guys to post your socials and seek feedback from others, so that how you can improve or like coming teardowns. If you come back and we would obviously like you to come back and participate. That is why we came up with the social deck challenge, so that there is an incentive for you to post on socials as well. We have seen like many of you have done that already. We would be more enthusiastic to host further such initiatives if you start engaging more in the WhatsApp and Slack as well. Apart from this, we would like to hear you from you, like would you want us to bring in next year downs, any of your favorite companies in any of the space, B2C space, or particular industry that you want us to get them on tear down. We would definitely try if you can share like what you're thinking. Insurance startups, yes, insurance startups. Do you have any particular startup or company in your mind? Yes. Toffee. Okay, we will see what can be done. Others, you don't have anything on your mind, is it? You'll be okay with anyone who we would be getting in, is it? You will just work on it. Vijay Raghavan, you have any company or like what we can how we can improve in coming tear downs? You don't have any particular company in your mind, is it? Gaurav Gatole, how was your experience with the tear down? I think you just started with uh, engaging with the product communities and you're still in college, right? Which product excites you more? Which you would see in product teardowns if you come back and participate in the coming teardowns? Freshworks, okay. Freshworks, maybe we will see what if we can get Freshworks. We did have one B2B product from Flobiz in December, which was a B2B product. We will see if we can repeat more B2B products as well in future. Chirudeep, live stream we would consider for next year down. So we usually used to do live stream on YouTube as well. Maybe you can share more about share with your classmates and your university your friends that we'll have tear down, so that we might continue with the live stream. As of now, Airmeet serves the purpose well. We will host on YouTube as well in coming like the next tear downs. if that's needed. So yeah, who do you think would be the winner? Guys, pitch in. You don't guess, is it? Like you guys were observing, right? Like when they were presenting and how like their efforts and what difference was there in their decks. Shivam says Shivam. Shivam, you cannot pitch in your name.
Sai Charan is winning until now.
Tofik, I saw you like active on community. Like, what do you think? Like, who do you want us to be? Uh, who do you want? Which company do you want us to bring in future? Hey folks, we have Mukund, Gagandeep, and team Nitya back. They have decided the top three. Gagan, Mukund, like who would go ahead and do the honors? Like we can go 3, 2, 1.
I think I would suggest either of Gagan or Nitya can probably do the honors. We already had a discussion, so pretty much aligned.
Gagan, you can go ahead.
Sure.
Yeah,
So
Gagan.
yeah. Again, I would like to thank you all. I mean, it was far more than like what we were expecting. Not. I'm not talking about any particular presentations or any particular team. I mean, I'm talking about the entire event you guys have organized and the number of participation we have received and also the enthusiasm which everyone has showed. Really nice, and thank you so much. And as I was traveling, so I guess you guys had to keep it in the evening. It's pretty much late already on a Saturday night. I guess after this, everybody should go and relax and party because yeah.
Yeah, but
Thank you
Gagan, they
so
are
much.
not responding on chat now. I don't like maybe we would do something on that next time.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, continue.
So, yeah. So, yeah, thank you so much for that. And obviously, I mean, it was uh, like, uh, like, congratulations to everyone like who has participated today. The all the five teams because you have made it to the final level. From all the participants we have got, I guess, like there were a lot of applications we had received, and it was a very difficult decision on every step to filter them down. And so I'll just quickly. So all the five teams have done a great job today. It was very nice having the Q&A session also with them and like going through the presentations from the creators themselves. So without taking much time, I would actually tell the results, like which I guess it was again very difficult, but yeah. So the third place, like we were happy with the presentation of Yash. So we'll be putting Yash on the third place. So congratulations, Yash. I guess are those guys like they can
Yeah,
come? Uh,
Vaibhav, you can
I
add
guess
yes on stage. Yeah.
Yes, if you can raise your hand. So yeah. Yes, she's there.
Hi
Yeah,
Yash,
thank you.
yeah, thank you so much for taking the time here, and congratulations for achieving the third place. I mean, from the overall participants which were there, I guess it's a big achievement, and really nicely done the entire analysis, the entire presentation, and everything. I mean, I'm sure you've spent a lot of time and effort and energy on that. So really appreciate and congratulations once again, yeah. If you have to add
Thank
anything,
you.
please. Yeah.
Uh, First of all, thank you for providing me certain feedbacks, which I would say are really helpful. I am I am transition. I would say I'm a product enthusiast. I come
Hmm.
from design background primarily, so adding
Hmm.
that product level understanding surely helps. And
Sure.
then and then the other thing that was also good was that uh, you guys were also open to my point of view as well. You understood it well, which I really appreciated. So that's it. Just one thing which could be added, and I think I felt was that maybe the
Sure.
AMEs could have a little bit better answers, which could have helped us understand the context little more. I think some answers were very much uh, open-ended, which forced us to make certain assumptions. Just that
Sure.
would be
Sure.
a little bit my inputs. But overall, thank you so much.
Sure. Sure. Definitely, yes. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Congrats, Yes, and scoring third place.
Congratulations once again.
Thank
Maybe we
you.
can see you on screen next time when you come in.
I'll
Yeah.
try if my
Yeah,
camera works. I think it's not. Sorry.
yeah, cool, cool.
Sure.
That's
Sure.
great.
Yes. No worries. No worries. No worries. And for the second place, it was even further more difficult as compared to like, so as I mentioned several times. So yeah, we have put Rohit and Shivam's team on the second place. Uh, so congratulations, Rohit and Shivam. Very nice work done. If they are also, I mean, if they can please come on stage.
Rohit and Shivam, if you can, yeah, Vaibhav will add you.
Thank, thank you so much, Gagan. It
Hi,
means a lot
Rohit.
to
Hi,
me.
Shivam.
Hi,
Hi
hi.
Yeah, so
everyone. So,
congratulations यार, congratulations again, and बहुत enthused है यार आप लोगों में, like keep it up and keep doing the good work. I mean, the industry is new for you. Like it's similar for all of us, like most of us. I mean, now the world is changing, and now like when I also started using some products, now I'm addicted to them. It just
Yeah.
feels good कि रात को लगा के सो रहा हूँ and all. And just one thing, the logo you had used, I guess you Googled and this logo came up. So that is the actually not the correct logo. So wo,
Okay,
like
okay.
I didn't say during the presentation, but yeah, I mean, wo, so on the softer parts, I would say, yeah, I mean, so from like from a product manager or let's say from someone in the product team, those metrics are not your like key metrics, but I guess those can even like help you further down your journey, like let's say even like professional life or wherever. Because I mean, these are just basic like few like soft skills which can like you can just maybe research more about the like the domain and all. But yeah, for today, I mean, obviously, like I'm sure like you like it looks like you have spent a lot of time on the like the structuring and everything. Like it was done very nicely. So congratulations on that. And yeah, and you got the second position just not because of the logo. So let me clarify this again. I mean, don't think यार first आते थे but logo गलत डाल दी शिवम ने या रोहित ने या जिसने भी, है ना? तो yeah, so that is not the thing. Like we have not considered that, but yeah, I was just saying कि yeah. So these small things like makes these are like good to have, like good to like research more about. But yeah, very nice work done. Yeah, congratulations once again. Uh,
Thank you.
Time for
Thank you so
party,
much.
I guess. It's Saturday night already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank
Thank you
you.
so much. Yeah.
Thank
yeah.
Thank
I
you.
thought
you.
of saying minus 10 points for the logo, but Gagandeep anyway clarified on that.
Oh man.
Yeah, great,
Yeah.
great stuff, Shivam and
Thank
Rohit.
you.
We will
Thank
Thank
you.
you
get to
so
see
much.
you in further
Thank you
teardowns
so
as
much.
well.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Yeah.
so much,
Thank you,
everyone.
Rohit and
Thank you so
Shivam.
much. Yeah.
And so the first place, I mean, yeah, I guess, uh,
Before we go
yeah,
ahead,
I
like,
will,
shall we
yeah,
check for the
yeah.
like, if you have any guesses from the audience for the first place,
Sorry?
guys? Like,
Guesses from the audience.
shall we check if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have
yeah.
any guests from the audience for the
Yeah, yeah,
first
yeah,
place?
definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Guys, what do you think? Like, who scored first place? Aditya says Sai, Shivam says Charan, Vinayak says Sai, Charan, Anjali says Sai. Okay, Yeah, a few guesses, I guess. Gagan, you can reveal who is the winner,
Yeah, I
whether the
guess, I
guesses
mean,
are right.
yeah, like we have a good set of audience today, so for sure, I mean, it's Sai Charan, and
Yeah,
congratulations to him. Yeah, if we
congrats, Sai.
can,
Vaibhav, can you get Sai on stage?
Yep.
Sai, if you can raise your hand, we can get you on stage.
He's here.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, thanks.
hi Sai. Yeah, congratulations on the first prize, and really nicely done. Like across, like for the presentation also, you optimize the time, and like for the presentation, obviously you spent some time. You and like everything was very well structured, and the any like Q and A's also which Mukund and I had were really nicely structured and answered. So congratulations once again. Keep up the good work. Keep up the enthusiasm. And Mukund, if you want to add something, Nitya, you want to add something?
I think congrats, Sai. Pretty great clarity. We are really happy with the kind of answers that you give, the kind of groundwork and research you have done. So I mean, pretty excited to see if these kind of things can be actually brought into life. So yeah, congratulations, yeah, great work.
Thanks. I hope they will be useful and practically implementable rather than on the deck. Yeah.
Okay.
Great stuff, Sai. Nitya, you would you like to add anything?
No, I think Sai, even the
Yeah,
audience, resonated.
yeah,
Efforts and work put on the whole research part as well as on the presenting, right? Bringing those things out, and then answering those stuff as well. So overall, I think a lot of checkbox, ticked, and congratulations on that. Good to see.
Thanks.
great stuff, Charan. Congrats once again. Like this was the one of the biggest teardowns we had in terms of participants. Decks as well. We saw like quite a number of good decks. I guess Gagandeep, Mukund, and Nitya and team had a tough time deciding the top five and as well top three, then top two, top like who
Yeah.
would be the winner, and that they had to do like in such short span. I guess Charan, you managed well to win in between among all others. Great stuff, Charan. We would like to
Very
see you
nice.
back. And
Maybe
Vaibhav.
Sai, if you want to take 2 minutes and like share like uh, about yourself, like how did you get into this field, and
Yeah,
maybe about your background. Maybe a couple of 2 minutes,
Initial
couple of
learnings or
minutes.
Yeah, yeah, sure. So, I have 2 years of experience. Like I graduated in 2020, and then worked as an analyst. I didn't like this job. Like I don't like anything that's monotonous. So I've read about product management, and then interned in some startup that's actually into live shopping. That was the reason I said it is very fragile, and I have very mixed doubts about it. And then so the internship is done. The internship is done, and then I thought of doing my own thing in the same field. And then so I've started my own company. It's called Embed and it's into video commerce, basically serving for the Shopify ecosystem primarily. And I've been working on it for the past 1 year. I don't have any funds to continue, and we were not able to monetize it. And the reason is also because one of us, like, we haven't implemented the payment plan only at the first place, some because of some
Mhm.
troubles, and uh, and that's it. Like I've decided to move on, like quit, like shut the shop there, and I just called someone randomly, like one of my friends, like I know him because I used to consult one D2C, like not D2C brand, it's marketplace for D2C brands that's into sustainability space actually. So I told them, bro, I need a job, and I'm just one H&M hoodie away from being bankrupt. Then he told me that, bro, this thing called TPF, they have both of them. Like if you crack it, you get the money, and if it is good enough, you may get the job. One of my friends got it. I said, okay, let me try. So I did it, and then fortunately happened. Yeah,
Nice, Sai,
great, Sai.
nice.
good stuff, Congratulations.
thanks.
Cool.
Thanks, and I guess your team is doing a great job in like providing opportunities to people, and because I mean it's been a lot of years now that product management has been in the like in this
Yes, sure.
in the scene, but
Yeah.
still, I mean, people from different fields when they, because I feel it's something which comes, I mean, obviously you can learn it, but there has to be some natural inclination towards it as well. It's a very beautiful combination of art and science both. uh, Obviously, like, metrics are there, logic is there, but I feel the consumer psychology and all those things are very important as well. uh, like, to optimize the product and not make it too detailed and too complicated for the consumer, as well as like on the other side, making it like very, like, giving very less information is also very, so it's a very like a very critical and important function as well. So yeah, I guess you guys are doing a great job, and once again, congratulations, Sai. Very nice work. Time for party.
Yeah, Gagan, thank you for yeah, yeah.
Thank.
Yeah, Gagan, thank you for your words on our community. Like that has been a whole idea, like from different backgrounds,
Yeah,
how they can break into product and how they can start. Uh, that there is always an initial difficulty in getting into start. They can learn on the go, but once the breaking in is the part where the difficulty lies. That is where we come in, I guess. Thank you for your words on that. Like we had a great tear down like throughout the month. Thank you for partnering with us, and I would like to thank all the participants and winners for like getting in through working through the decks and being supportive and engaging with other participants in community and participating in the AMA as well. I would like to thank Tanya as well in answering like AMA and clearing the doubts for the participants. Thank you, Nitya, for getting us partners like for last time and this time as well.
I guess wouldn't have been possible without Nitya,
Exactly.
Tanya, and the entire WebEngage team. यार, I mean, when they reached out, I asked him कि यार हमारा effort कितना है, जल्दी से बताओ, मतलब कि
Yeah,
क्योंकि team बहुत, मतलब यार, since the beginning we have tried to like have as much optimized team as possible, and because of various reasons, earlier ये था कि यार funds इतने नहीं है या इतने पैसे नहीं खर्चने हैं कि और लोग लें, अब ये है कि यार इतने ज्यादा लोग नहीं लेके आने कि लोग बोर होने लग जाए कि यार मेरे पास
yeah,
काम ही
yeah.
नहीं है, सो वो चलता रहता है हमारा फाइट हमेशा, विच इज आई गेस ट्रू फॉर एनी स्टार्टअप विच इज स्केलिंग रैपिडली.
The
सो
right
व्हेन नित्या
number.
रीच्ड आउट, या
Yeah,
सो या आस्क्ड हिम कि यार बताओ एफर्ट कितना है, एंड ही सेड कि नहीं नहीं, मतलब we'll do it as a team यार, we'll figure it out and it will be worth it. So I guess that was completely right, Nitya. Thanks a lot as always. I mean, for the past like whatever relationship we have had, really really nice, and thank you so much again, yeah. Over to you, Nitya.
yeah.
Again, Mukund, thanks. Appreciate, I think, doing this together. I hope good takeaways for you guys as well, right?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
To work on. And good to see the enthusiasm and participation as well, Nitesh and PPF folks. I'm looking forward to the next ones as well, right, with other partners and participants who didn't make it this time. Maybe I'm hoping next time they come, in the winners. So yeah, great stuff. Good Saturday evening spent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
was a
guess
learning session for others as well. Thank you, Nitya, for in supporting the ecosystem and getting in partners and like engaging with others and maybe like budding startups who would be interested in reaching out to more people and sorting out the distribution and how they can sort out what they would be like facing problem in sense of reach personalization or anything specific to their product. Thank you, Nitya, on that as well.
sure.
Yeah.
Great, great, folks. We have the winners. We have the session done. I would like to inform you that you can share your decks on social so that more people can be benefit from how you broke through the problem statement and how you came up with solutions, so that more people can join in for the further tear down sessions. You can tag WebEngage, Pilgrim, and TPF while you do that. Thank you, folks.
Sure.
We'll see you in
Thank you, everyone.
teardown.
Thanks
Thank
a
you so
lot.
much for the time.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Have a great day.
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you, Nitya. Thank you, Mukund. Thank you, Gagandeep.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
bye.
finalists, and like everyone here today.
Sure. Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Yeah.
Bye.
How was the session, man? Am I audible, Desh?
Yeah, yes. Vaibhav, you can end the session.
Okay. You're texting me there. Cool.